Alrighty, welcome back to another edition of the Ultimate Car 959 Top 30. The past few weeks, I've been bringing you people who've been doing great things. Ne? We started with Deep London, Java followed. Last week we had Usihle, Kancane, Mnige. This week we're putting on somebody who I believe in the next few months will literally blow up. What I like about social media, like Sihle's story from last week, social media is really putting on the kids, and I'm loving that, right? Gemma Fassie, all the way from Cape Town, joins me in studio today. How's it?
Hi. I'm good, thank you.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
The Fassie surname, man. Isn't it heavy for you?
I mean, I had a conversation with someone last night. They were like, the fact that you have this name right now tells you that you're in the right place and when you need to be. You are where you need to be. So I feel like it's pressure, but it's also like it's good pressure to make me see like there's so much greatness that I can achieve. Yeah.
We're getting to know her. Her name is Gemma Fassie, and by the way, she calls herself Gemma Fassie, all thanks to a friend, but we'll get to that. It's a bit of a Sasha Fierce kind of moment, she says, right? 23 years old, all the way from Cape Town. Let's get to know you. Out in Cape Town, where you from, schools you went to, all of that.
So I grew up in the southern suburbs. Went to Mojapelo High, Mojapelo Junior. And I feel like if it wasn't for my school, I generally wouldn't have even been as comfortable on stage because I would always do like gigs at school, fashion shows and all that. So I grew up in the southern suburbs, Mojapelo High. And what else?
And you started to get on stage as a 6-year-old, apparently.
Yeah, at church, yeah. My Sunday school teacher was like, please sing the song. And I had like a week to learn it. And
do you remember the song?
Yeah.
What's the song?
You are my Lord, you are my God, and I lay down my life for you. That song. You know that song?
Whoa.
All I need is you, Lord. Is you, Lord. All I need is you. What is that one?
Do you think 6-year-old you would be impressed with that?
Yeah, 6-year-old would be like, why are you singing in front of people? Because I was standing there like... So it's a big...
Yeah.
The growth is crazy,
Yeah. Now, the interesting thing is right now, like you were saying, you were talking to somebody about the surname that you carry, and they were like, you need to accept and embrace you are where you're supposed to be, right? The interesting thing is you only found out recently that you actually, related to Brenda Fassie. It's something that you were a kid when she died, obviously.
Yes.
It's only now that you're like, hey, Tell us about that. How are you related to her? Because some people might feel, Gemma Fassie.
So Brenda was my grandfather's sister.
Yeah.
And so Bongani is my uncle.
Yeah.
That's
Shout out to Malume Bongani. A lot of us know you because of the video that he posted, right?
Yeah.
But he got your name wrong. What was that about?
I think it was just autocorrect,
Really?
Yeah.
Because I saw it, I'm like, ooh, Emma Fassie is really good, hey? And then you come, you're like, why am I trending as Emma?
Yeah, it was funny. Even me, because like I'm not on Twitter like that. So then when my friends were like, Gemma, you're actually trending on Twitter, but not as you. I was like, what do you guys mean? So I had to like check out what's going on.
Yeah.
Downloaded Twitter and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And I asked him, he was like, it was genuinely autocorrect. I'm like, it's cool.
Which makes sense, actually, because your name is quite unique. Because we had a debate. Is it Gemma? Is it Gamma? Is it,
Gima.
It's Gemma Fassie, okay? Yeah. That's who we're getting to know right now in the Ultimate Car 959 Top 30. Social media has been doing great things for her. She's done a couple of covers. She's got her own music that we're going to chat about a bit later on, right? So, you sang in church as a 6-year-old. We'll get to that video that Bongani posted a bit later on, right? But you had an inspiration at home when music is concerned. Let's talk about your brother.
Wow. My brother, Robin Fassie, he's been doing music for as long as I can remember. I think I was like 6-7 years old when he started playing in the Klopsa, the Cape Coons, and just watching him like play trumpets and listening to him, seeing him generally hustle like every day, like even if it's like coming home late from school, like from that time. And then it went into him studying music and traveling all over the world, and everyone just like, oh my word, you're Robin Fassie's sister. And I'm just like, yeah, that's me. So he's been my big inspiration, from like listening to jazz, Chris Brown, even like that's generally because we spent so much time together, just the two of us when we were younger. So he generally had a big influence in my music career.
Yeah.
Or my music understanding. Even just my mom, my mom's side, she's a worship leader. So it was always in church.
Yeah.
Or my brother,
Yeah. These days, you obviously listen to the likes of her and all of that. Your brother, who's the one person you say he played a lot?
Yo. When we were younger, definitely the young Chris Brown.
Yeah.
He even used to dress like Chris Brown.
Okay.
I'm letting out too much right now. Sheesh. But Chris Brown, and then he went into like jazz, which was Miles Davis, Christian Scott, Chet Baker, like the list goes on. Jill Scott. My mom would listen to Brandy, Aaliyah, Mary J. Blige, like literally everyone. Yeah. It was a big variety of music.
Is Gemma Fassie your real name?
Yes.
Okay. What did you call yourself before adding the Fassie to it?
Gemma.
Just Gemma.
Or Gem SA.
Gem SA. That's the one. Shout out to Gem SA.
Yeah, Gem SA. Wow.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Who's this friend who said, let's have a bit of a Sasha Fierce moment here, man. Just use Gemma Fassie. What was going on there?
It was just a conversation that we had when we were at studio, and he plays keys and he had like a music college. Yeah. And he also saw potential in me, and he was like, you know what? It's your name. You have every right to claim it. Why don't you just fill that space? And like I said, claim it. So I was like, yeah, cool. Let me just do it. And I did it. It wasn't really much to it, but it was just like him saying, you know what? You can do that if you'd like. Yeah.
All right. You know, we're all about bringing some of your favorites. We've brought literally everybody that you like, everybody that you think deserves to sit next to me. But also, we also put on some kids, man. If you think about Mfana Kakoko is dropping an album very soon. We put him on as well. He just finished matric, so he's still very young. Now we're putting on Gemma Fassie because I truly believe you're going to be great. That video that was trending, a colleague of mine actually showed it to me. And I was sold then. He was like, yo, bruh, check this out.
Crazy.
Listened, and I was like, oh, okay. First of all, where do you know that song from?
Wait, let me go back for you guys, because the fact that video went viral, like, it was so funny because I posted it on my story. It was just me like chilling, like me posting a video on my story, and then people were commenting, like my friends were commenting on it in the DM saying like, just post this video, Gemma, like it's dope. And I was like, okay, I'll post it, and I had it on for like 30 minutes and I took it off, and then my friends were like, Gemma, no. Put it back on. Like the caption of it is, I reposted it because I just don't like watching myself sing. Like my facial expression just looks weird.
Really?
But the song, I don't know. I think it's because it was so close to my face. That's why.
Because a lot of people normally don't like their voices, but facial expressions.
I think it was just because the phone was so close to my face.
Yeah.
It just made me cringe, and I was like, nah, take it off. But then I posted it again. Yeah. And
And then Bongani, him posting it, how did he get all of it? Did he retweet your post, repost?
I think he downloaded it. Yeah, he downloaded it and then he posted it on Twitter. So you didn't even know? No, I didn't know.
So he surprised you?
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about the song, Officially Missing You.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of a grown-up song, don't you think?
Like I said, I grew up listening to that type of music. My mom was into R&B, so that type of music was always around me. Mm-hmm. And I just remembered it from that time. Yeah.
All right. So you were just chilling and just recorded?
Yeah, I was actually doing like a karaoke on the TV because I was chilling alone at home. And then I was like, let me just take a video of this song because it actually sounds cool.
All right. Yeah. Do you know how many views it's sitting on now on Twitter? Because I saw people love that.
I think it's on like 300,000 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people started coming out, be like, she's back.
No,
Is this a hologram?
Yeah, I saw that.
You know? How do you feel when that happens? When people say, this is Brenda Fassie?
I feel like even the conversation that I had, that's what I'm saying, like the conversation that I had last night with someone that I met, it actually opened my eyes, and it's perfect now that I'm here today so that I can actually also understand the intensity of me being Brenda, Fassie's niece, and also now looking like her. Yeah. For me, I can't see it, but I get people.
Have you seen pictures though?
Yes, I've seen pictures.
You still can't see it.
I see it, but it's like, is it really like that?
It's really like that.
Crazy.
Because when I look at you, especially here, I'm like, no, this is really my bro.
Crazy.
Damn.
I mean, I was 6 years old, 7 years old,
Yeah.
so I'm literally too young to
For
understand.
sure, for sure.
But for older people, it's probably crazy. Because when there was one time in Cape Town where like a family came up to me and the old lady came up to me and she was like, "Hi, this is Brenda." And because she saw me from Twitter and
For
she was
sure.
like, "You in person with me right now?" And it's like, "Oh, you look just like Brenda."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I don't know.
Wow. You really do look like her. You really do. Anyway, we had to talk about her music. She's into R&B, contemporary R&B, if I could put it like that.
Okay.
2020,
Mhm.
there was a 3-track EP that was released. After
Hours.
what is it all about?
It was lockdown times, you
Yeah.
know, and when you're in lockdown, you're just alone with your feelings, and that was actually where I decided to write songs, and it was about heartbreak. I was in a relationship in lockdown and then broke up in lockdown, so it was weird before lockdown, and no, we broke up in lockdown, but we started dating before lockdown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was about heartbreak, yeah. My first actual heartbreak where I was like, "Yo, this is what love is." Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you learn songwriting? Where did you get that skill from? Is it something that came naturally?
I feel like it just came naturally because I do like English and poetry and stuff. So I feel like the writing just came naturally, I guess. Or over time, it just grew.
So which song speaks about the heartbreak? Which song speaks about moving on? Because there's 3 tracks on that.
All of the songs speak about, just think about it, like in lockdown, when I dropped that tape, it was genuinely like my first body of work that I was like, let me put it out. It wasn't even something that I intentionally put out. I was just like, I found DistroKid. I have these 3 songs. People want to hear more because I just dropped my song Best Life.
Yeah.
And then All I Need. And then people wanted to hear more. So I was like, okay, let me just do this. And after that, things just happened. So it wasn't something that I intentionally put together. But when I listened back to it, it's like, okay, I see you.
Yeah.
But the song that speak about the heartbreak was You. That's actually on like 60,000 streams right now. So that's kind of big for me.
Yeah. That's huge.
Yeah.
60K, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And Cape Town stations have been showing you love. I mean, I saw Heart FM.
Yeah, Good Hope FM.
Yeah, Good Hope and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
How did that make you feel being now playlisted and all of that?
It felt super cool. It felt surreal because I would always listen to these radio stations. You grow up listening to Metro FM on Sundays, you know, Lunga, like Heart FM. You listen to all these radio stations when you're younger, and just being in that position, even being here right now, it's making me realize like, okay, maybe I am meant to be and I should like own the space that I'm in. Yeah.
What do you mean being here? It's just us. This is...
Come on.
Getting to know Gemma Fassie, man. Cape Town, born and bred. Are you moving to Joburg? Because when anybody wants to make it, they're like, let me go to Joburg.
Sheesh.
No
I feel
pressure,
like
though.
right now I'm just trying to figure out
Yeah.
how to move around this music industry and figure out who to connect with, who not to connect with.
Who not to
Something like
connect
that.
with?
No, like some people are shady, like in life in general, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to be.
Do you ever call Bongani for some advice? Because he's been in the industry for a long time, so
No,
he knows
definitely.
the ups and downs.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot recently, yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, don't go to that one. Don't sign with that one.
Sheesh, yeah, something like that.
That's good, though.
Yeah, it is good. And my brother's helping me too, so it's nice to have the 2 of them, males, that are actually there for me and looking out for me.
There was no drama at some point. September 20?
Yeah, last year.
Last year. What's that about?
I was just going through a phase of my life where we just got out of lockdown.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just want to live carefree, like with no drama. It was more like a manifestation song for me. And I think when we wrote it, it was more like just the vibe in the studio. Like, I don't want no drama. It was just the vibe when Soulful Clay and I wrote it together. It's just about living your life, not caring about drama, but also like having it not like totally take over who you are as a person. Yeah.
All right. And then obviously there's a record company that you worked with. Are you still working with them? What's the deal there?
I don't want no drama.
All right. We'll leave it out because clearly there's a lot of drama there. And you don't want
Exactly,
it.
and I don't want it. I don't want the smoke.
All right, man. Gemma Fassie joining us in studio. Social media has been doing great things for you. And you've kind of capitalized after the video because after missing you, yeah.
Yeah.
So after obviously that, who said, let's capitalize, put more stuff out there? Or were you already doing that? It's just that obviously now that we know about you, more of us come watch.
Because I have such a big pool of friends who are in the industry.
Yeah.
They always like tell me, okay, Gemma, why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? I was so overdoing covers.
Yeah.
But when Amapiano started performing and growing, I was like, you know what? I could try this because it's like on the bridge of R&B and hip hop. So it's like I could try with some African sounds. So then another friend of mine was like, you know what, Gemma, do this.
Yeah.
And that's when the Do for Love cover came, and then the Asibe Happy. I chose Asibe Happy.
Yeah.
And then Hila and Tlizio Yam. That was also one of the favorite songs of mine.
Yeah. Why did you choose those?
Because those
Asibe Happy Muntoami, Hila and Tlizio Yami. One is Let's Be Happy, Baby, basically. Hila and Tlizio Yam after Heartbreak. You had a heartbreak situation during lockdown. So, yeah.
I didn't really think about the covers. Like, I think it was just recording some or like finding some of the Amapiano hits and just trying to recreate something like that to get more hype. Yeah.
The use of social media. These days, everybody's on their phone, right? What would you say it's done for you, and what would you advise anybody who's trying to start out, instead of obviously doing it the old school way, coming to a radio station with a CD?
Yeah.
Social media can do things for you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think in the beginning of starting or trying to start a music career, just try and put out content and be in people's faces, show them your personality and also like the range of your skills.
Yeah.
But yeah, just be organic, be genuine with who you are and what you want people to see, and then the right people will come to you.
Yeah.
Let's
talk about 2023. It's a brand new year. It's the second month of love. What do you have planned, music-wise?
Yeah. I'm planning on dropping an EP, more projects. After that, features. I mean, I'm just here to work, so right now I've just been trying to work on an EP and some singles, music videos. I'm just trying to get my sound out there as well, and getting people to understand who I am and my story more often. So yeah.
Has any producers reached out? Because I know a lot of times producers would hear you and then get that thing. If I have it on such and such a beat, it might work. Yeah.
Yeah, producers have been reaching out. Yeah. It's interesting.
Like
yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie, I do.
Yeah.
It's coming soon.
Okay, so you've started working with them.
I've started working on.
Is it all R&B or there's a bit of dance in there? What's going on?
There's some R&B, pop, piano.
Yeah.
A mixture of things, Afro even. Yeah, I've been trying to tap into every genre. I don't want to limit myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
When can you expect maybe the first one? I'm putting you on the spot, but
Jeez.
I mean, you're so many people.
Let's say March. Let's say March.
Yeah.
And then it will be dropping.
Yeah. And then on your personal wish list, who would you really like to work with?
Sheesh. South African?
Anyway.
South African artists I definitely love to work with is Shukana or Manana.
Okay.
They'll be crazy.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Manana is an interesting choice.
Yes, he's very interesting.
Yeah. Okay, do you listen to his stuff?
Music? Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like his songwriting and his musicality.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Okay, I'm blown away. That's interesting. 23-year-olds would never like most that I know.
Wow.
Most that I know.
Really?
Manana?
Cherryl,
do you know Manana?
Who's Manana?
There we go. You know?
Okay.
This is what I mean, so I'm blown away. All right, all the best. I will definitely call you back. I just wanted to give people a chance to get to know you, because the videos are out there. We're loving the music, the covers. So I was like, hey, why not?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so we'll be looking forward to that EP.
Thank you.
March, I'm calling again. Be like, is the song ready?
Let's say singles until March.
Yeah.
Yeah, try and drop some singles. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll definitely get to. Where can we follow you then? The socials everywhere.
Gemma Fassie everywhere.
Please spell it because Miami is Jema.
No, there's different spellings of it.
That's why I'm saying spell yours.
Okay, GEMMAFASSIE.
Gemma Fassie.
Yep.
That's her, ladies and gents.